Hello everyone and welcome to a new Let's Play of Strategic Command World War II War at War, which is a turn-based strategy game dealing with World War II in a global scale. I've actually been playing a Strategic Command War in Europe already, so this game is pretty much similar except a larger scale. I'll be booting up a game from the 1939 scenario, so the beginning of World War II, or if you want to call it, 1st of September. If we take a look at the victory objectives, because I'm going to be playing as the Axis, we need to control Berlin, Paris, London, Manchester, Moscow, Stalingrad, Cairo, Tokyo, Seoul, Chongqing, Delhi, Manila, and Canberra. So that's quite a list. Let's see if we can make it happen. Let's start with that campaign as the Axis. Let's go. I'm going to be playing with the regular land counters and not the NATO counters, because I actually don't really like playing with NATO counters in this game. I think with these kind of counters the game is a lot more colorful, and I actually kind of like that. So that's why I'm keeping it this way. I'm also slightly confused with the NATO counters sometimes, as I have some difficulty distinguishing, you know, strategic bombers and things like that. Either way, we start off with some strategic advice. Winning the war in China. We have invested a great deal of effort in our war with China, but a decisive victory still eludes us. This is Japanese. Nanning is the last major Chinese port receiving foreign trade, including supplies from the United States. Should we gain control of Nanning, China may no longer be able to continue to resist us, and victory should be within our grasp. Recommendation: capture Nanning as soon as possible. More strategic advice. While we may need to expand the empire in order to gain resources required in our war with China, it should not come at the cost of an expanded war until we are properly prepared to do so. Avoiding war with the UK and USA. The Foreign Ministry report that both the UK and USA are prepared to defend all areas under their influence throughout Asia and the Pacific. Beware also that sending any naval units near Hawaii, Alaska, or North America will increase US mobilization. Avoiding war with the USSR. Intelligence reports that Stalin may attack Manchuria should our military presence there appear weak. To prevent the USSR from swinging towards the Allies, keep units in Manchuria, Cishiar, Kias, Muse, Yankee, Harbin, and Sinking. Avoid war with the USA and the British for as long as possible. Right. Manchuria. Okay, well, I guess that's these. This Manchuria, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So I don't even need this. They can't get out of there for too much for now. Either way, we'll take care of that later. Let's just deal with the war in Europe first. It's time to take down Poland, as that's going to be pretty important. Let's see, because I remember that it should be possible to take down guys at Warsaw. Okay, that's new. We should be able to take down the Poles within 2 turns. That's pretty much what I'm gonna try to do here. We can cut off some of these Polish guys. Attacking here is just not good. But I just want to be as fast as possible, and okay, well, the idea here is that I can cut off the enemy and quickly get where I need to go, which is Warsaw again. Let's see, because you're definitely just gonna go up here. And I don't need to attack those guys in particular, because the idea is just that I'll be able to go and break through in this sector. That's the idea. Now, if I damage these enough, I guess the tanks can move a lot further. that's useful because they'll be able to attack there on the next turn. It will probably allow me to cut off some of these units. Currently though, I'm gonna try and break through in this middle section as well. Finish off those. It would have been nice to be able to get this unit out there. So I'll attack here to make them lose that zone of control. This allows me to immediately move towards Warsaw, and actually moving you here will then cut off these two forces. So Warsaw currently is still entrenched by quite a bit, meaning that we can't really attack just about yet, but these guys are cut off. And I'll just move in these guys for quite a bit as well. They can't attack at that point, but that wasn't my purpose anyway. I'll just have to see. I mean, currently things are looking pretty good. I mean, why not attack there? I definitely can. And we need to destroy a certain amount of enemy units in order to actually finish off the Polish forces, because just destroy or taking Warsaw isn't going to cut it, unfortunately. That might sound a bit strange, but okay, this is 0-0, so I better just do this first. That's fine, because does it lower their entrenchments? Not really. To be fair, I had kind of hoped it would. Alright, just making sure that those guys are surrounded. And still gonna attack. Okay, so their entrenchments are quite a bit lower now, which is, like I said, what I wanted. Probably best to cross the river first. And then keep moving. They already attacked, so that's not something they can do again. Let's move you ahead. So I'll be able to take care of some of these enemy units as well. Lovely. I always like it when that happens. I'll be moving these guys closer so I can actually attack Warsaw on the next turn. And I think with my setup like this, I should be able to finish off these guys on the next turn. I don't see them really doing anything else nasty. I mean, they can defend from that area too. What's the use of attacking there? Well, again, I need to destroy Polish units. Let's move you here. I'll be switching this up on the next turn, but I can't really do it right now because I need to move most units anyway. So we're putting this to auto assist, and I'll take care of that on the next turn. Meanwhile, I'll be sending out these. Into the ports, or into the supply routes where they belong. And yeah, I can send one here for now. They do have this one too, that's okay. Oh, shouldn't have moved them extra. I'm gonna try and get the Deutschland heavy cruiser back to Germany. And we have the Kraftspree as well. Let's see if I can get it back. It's gonna be interesting. So those guys are back. We got some of the submarines out in the water, which is what we needed to do. Didn't take back Danzig, but you know, that's not necessary until next turn. We took care of Poland, at least for one turn. Meanwhile, in Italy, let's go and repair it. This should have taken care of. What? Naval maximum 5. Okay, well, it's fine. I should have actually taken care of the mode of the submarines for the moment. Let's actually take a look, because we know that the British are going to be sending out their fleet probably from the next turn. So I want to put my battleships at least in a place where they don't immediately get destroyed the moment they get sent out. Because the British could very easily block the port over here. That would be pretty much screwed. You need to repair, so it's not that bad. I'll move my air units over in this direction as well. We're fine in Albania, I think. Do we need to get an entire army in Tripoli? I doubt it. We'll send these guys back and occupy that with the garrison. Garrison in Benghazi is fine, but besides that, you know, I don't think we really need more troops there. Let's send these guys over here, and I really don't need a unit in Gondar. Maybe the Abyssinia Corps might actually be able to take down the French garrison. That would be ideal. Let's take a look up here. China might be a tough one to crack. I'm sure that they have units in Nanning, but let's destroy my own port. Why would I destroy my own port? Alright, let's just get these units here and run right into some Chinese forces, obviously. But I had to do it because... yeah, sure. Alright, game, you got me. Don't really know why we didn't control that territory, but I'm very pleased with actually owning that. This is a 17th green, but yeah, I can't see what 17th green is. It's an army. Well, let's keep them there for this turn, and we can actually send them forward on the next turn. That's pretty good. Okay, it's also pretty decent. What's their entrenchment? Currently 2, so I'm gonna have to attack them first before the bombers might actually have some kind of effect. Okay, this is looking fine. They couldn't take any more, I think. Let's just set them to manual. Yeah, I can only attach 5. Things are not really going the way I might want them to. Let's move you here. Because I'm getting very poor results. No. Come on. No. Alright. Finally, some good luck. Why do I need good luck? Well, I really wish to finish off this unit. Though I have to be careful at least for a bit. Zero, zero, huh? Let's send you here. Finish it off. That deals with one core unit, and I think that if I can lower the entrenchments on this core, that would help me as well. And I think just putting a this core in there is fine. As long as I'm defending here, I think I might be able to get away with that. This is the fighters. I'll just switch these up for a bit. This is probably a bomber. Problem is that it's out of range of my my carriers. So what I'm gonna do is actually send the carriers down. I shouldn't do that. Okay. And this one over here. Great. They still have full entrenchment, but we might be able to lower that. Might or might not work. Either way, these units don't really need to be there. So I'll take them out. And I'll be looking to replace all of those units with garrison units. What I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to build 3 garrison units for China. Or Japan, not China, for Japan. And I'm not even going to give them extra weapons. Because I don't need to. And these will replace the actual armies which are in there. Because I think it's a bit of a waste right now. The real question is, did I have a unit in Mukden? I don't think we even need a unit in there. Send that unit out there. So I think we... It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also don't think we needed a unit in Yehol. It's a shame you can't actually look back at those messages. I'll be trying to replace this with the unit in Yankee, and then we'll see whether something actually happens. But for now, this army is going to join over on this side. I'm not happy with the way things are looking there, but there's hardly anything I can do about it. I can't really attack. I mean, taking Pao To might be okay, but even then I might only be able to destroy this, and then taking that doesn't really do a whole lot. Yeah, I might be able to move further, but it's just not that that useful, I think. That's what it looks like. Yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle against China, that's for sure. It's gonna be a tough one to break through. We'll not win quickly, that's for sure. Alright, another carrier. I really need to take Nanning quickly, so I'm just really going to send all of these guys over here. Escort carrier, huh? Well, fine. Can't get these guys in ships because that costs MPP. What do we have here? A destroyer. Well, the Chinese might still have some ships that might interfere with my trade routes. as unlikely as that sounds, I think that no, let's keep the battleships inside. I will see it soon enough. I don't have any submarines for the Japanese either, so that's really, I don't. I'm thinking about it. It's a bit strange. We do have a lot of carriers: the Kaga, Suiho, Soryu, Akagi. Nothing else. I'll just have to see in the next turn. Either way, we have some points still for the Italians. And we also need to move them. I'm gonna send them down because most of these guys are gonna go into Africa anyway, or Abyssinia, so I could just as well send them down. Really need to reinforce the HQ as well. Anyway, that leaves me with the points for Germany, and with those 50 points, just can't really do anything. So let's just leave it at that. Get these into ports. Yeah, sure. Before the enemy attacks them. All right, I think that takes care of everything. And yeah, so the war is going marginally okay for now. Not a whole lot we can do. I mean, my immediate goals is at the very least, you know, win the war in Europe for now, not against the USSR, that will come later, but at the very least against Poland and France. That's going to be my top priority for the Germans. Prepare Italy for the engagements against the United Kingdom as well, potentially driving into the Middle East. We'll see how the battle goes down there. And as for Japan, trying to smash as many Chinese units as possible, preferably core units. It's the only way we're gonna eventually break through. Chengchao, it's not even that much. 0.5 MPP. Oh, but the city is 10, so it gets 5. Yeah, we just... The first thing that we really need to take is Nanning. That's going to be very important, because from Nanning we could actually move up towards Kwaichao, cut off these forces, or at least capture Hengyang, which outflanks Changsha. And you know, once we take Changsha, the enemy will be forced back. But taking this part is going to be the first step towards beating China. Not necessarily here or here. Like, the first part definitely means taking this road here, the Kulun Pass, reaching up to Changsha. And the Chinese will not surrender at that point, but we will be able to move further inland towards this industrial center, Kwaichao, potentially taking Kunming. And, you know, from there, we might be able to launch an assault upon Chungking, but that's very far ahead into the game. Either way, I want to thank you all for watching for now. Hope you enjoyed this first part. And if you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I will see you all in the next episode. So take care and see you there.